Hello. Welcome back to Intellect with Fortunate. This is a platform where we speak power, we speak mental development and self-development. So if you are joining the platform for the first time, I would like to give you a warm welcome. If you are a returning viewer, you know the rules here. So I'd like to welcome everyone on this beautiful day, on this beautiful video. Now, today we are talking about exclusivity. Yeah, we're talking about exclusivity and the value of presence. Powerful, right? Okay. So, exclusivity, I want to talk about when someone recognizes the value of not being easily accessible. Now, what do I mean? I mean that, sometimes it's so important to have boundaries to a point that no one can just access you at whatever time, whenever, for whatever reason, As a person, you must have time and you must have boundaries, so that people have to know that for this kind of a scenario we are not going to that one, so you need to give the value of your presence. You need to give your presence more value. You need to give it more weight, so this means that you should have boundaries set for yourself and be selective about who you spend your time with and how you spend your time. So you cannot just be anywhere at whatever time with whoever for whatever reason. No. So here we build order. You must have order. You must know that this is what I spend my time on and these are the people I spend my time with, and for these reasons, so that some other people are so accessible to a point that they're just like wherever, with whoever, doing whatever, at whatever time. Somebody whom you know that if you can call and say, hey, I'm bored, like, hey, I'll be there in 2 minutes. They're just out there, they're just giving themselves out there to a point that it's not even necessary, So now, being easily accessible can lead to the following factors. It can lead to overcommitting and burnout. When you overcommit yourself, you throw yourself into something more than how you are supposed to do it. You just dive. You're not even like, you just dive deep. You just get inside it. You just go through. You just get inside. No, it doesn't have to be like that. And then it can also lead to lack of focus and direction. Some people would rather leave everything around them, all the important things they are doing, just for, sometimes even for a stupid reason. If a friend called you and be like, hey, I'm bored right now, how about you come over and watch a movie? You don't have the no, that no, I can't. I'm currently committed at the moment and I'm busy. So next time, or let's try about later. But right now I've got some important things to do. Be that kind of a person whom you know how to prioritize your time, whom you know how to set boundaries, to a point that, okay, hey, don't just call me at whatever time, whenever you feel like you're bored. I'm not, a pet whereby whenever you feel like you're bored and then I should be your companion. You should have some boundaries to people, to everything around us, And also, being easily accessible can lead to diminished self-worth and boundaries. It can increase stress and anxiety. Imagine, do you need all of those in your life? I don't think you do. Now, it's time we change certain things about ourselves. Now, you know that, okay, draw your schedule. This is what I do today at this specific time. Like, plan your things prior to avoid finding yourself being all over the place, running around like a headless chicken. At the end of the day, you won't even know what exactly you're doing because you do not have your day or your daily routine planned out. So preparations are very important, that that, okay, tomorrow when I wake up, This is what I do at this time. At this time, this is what I do. So that if someone or anyone can be like, hey, let's hang out, you know that, okay, I did not accommodate any leisure times in my schedule today. I'm busy with these specific things, and I'm not going to compromise my time for other things. Now, you having your things planned out gives you direction on where to be, at what time, doing what, with whom. Now, let's practice that. Now, let's look at being exclusive. Being exclusive, guys, is so beautiful. There is nothing as beautiful as being exclusive. That even when someone thinks about it, like, that one, you can't just go there like a headless chicken, not knowing your story, not knowing what you want. There you have to go there knowing what you want. You must get your things in order to speak to that person, to access that person. You can't just, it's so beautiful, to carry that value, to carry that integrity, to carry that dignity, to carry that worth. It's so beautiful. And nobody can give that except for yourself, by the way. So now, being exclusive, you must prioritize your time and energy. You see? It's so important to prioritize your time and your energy. You cannot just spend your energy on things that you're not even supposed to spend your energy on. And then now, at the end of the day, it's in the afternoon or it's in the evening. Now you take a shower and then you lie on bed. You reflect on how your day has been. And when you try to actually understand, what did I actually do today? You can't seem to figure that out yourself, what you've been doing. Why? It's lack of planning. That's what lack of planning does. You end up doing a lot of things all at the same time. At the end of the day, you just don't even know what you did. Or maybe out of all those things that you did, none of them was even productive. So it's important we prioritize our time and our energy. That's being exclusive. Another point is to focus on meaningful relationships and activities. Now, let's look on the people we keep around us. I don't know if it's just me, but me specifically, I don't just accommodate everyone in my life. I find it very toxic. I'm very selective on whom I let into my space. I'm so overprotective to my space too, and I'm so overprotective. I like my environment peaceful, healthy, clean. It's so important, man. Like, letting every single person to enter into your space, your environment end up being toxic to a point that you cannot even identify where the toxicity is coming from. You don't even know, because you are having a society, it's a community. It's okay to be friendly with people out there, but mind whom you let into your space. That's why I have a very small circle. My circle is so tiny. Like, if you can ask me right now, even in my sleep, hey, who do you have in your life? I can count the names of those people real quick, because I know whom I keep in my space. I know the people that I accommodate. I know them, and I know them from a personal level, that this is the kind of person that it's so important, very much important. And another point of being exclusive is to develop a sense of self-worth and boundaries. Now that's coming back again, because having your things in order, it's so crucial. Setting boundaries, it's so crucial. Keep that in mind. Now, it also increases productivity and efficiency. It's not draining. It does not increase stress and anxiety. This one, it increases productivity and efficiency. When you are in a peaceful space with limited people in your life, and you know that the people I keep are the people who add value in my life. I don't just, yes. So accommodating people who add value into your life, people you learn a lot from, it increases your productivity, because you know that, okay, if I keep hard workers in my life, there is no way I can be a lazy person. They motivate you in a way. You get what I'm saying? So now that's it for this chapter of exclusivity. So we need to have some self-reflection and some mental reflection on, okay, what kind of a person am I? In which category do I fall? Am I everyone? Am I for everyone? Am I just open to everything that's living and everyone and for whatsoever? If yes, we need to fix some certain things, they, yeah. So, right now we are going to talk about the value of presence. The value of presence. There is this quote that I saw on Instagram, which actually motivated me to talk about this, which says that until you understand the value of your presence, you won't just be anywhere. The power in this. Until you understand the value of your presence, you won't just be anywhere. And this is true. This is very much true. This phrase, it emphasizing the importance of recognizing your worth and the impact of your presence. Because there are certain people, I'm one of them. I mind where I go and I mind at whatever time because I know the value of my presence. I know the impact my presence makes. That's why I need to ensure that wherever I step in is the value that I'm going to offer in that place worth it. If no, then I'm not there. I'm not going to be in that space. I'm not even going there. So I check on the things that my presence is going to contribute to that space, and what is the space going to contribute back to me. So there is an interaction of giving and receiving. So this one, it actually teaches us to avoid being anywhere because there is an exchange of energies. If you go to a specific space, you give your energy to the space and it gives back its energy back to you. So if you happen to find yourself in toxic places, noisy places, uncomfortable spaces, now you are consuming those things. You are consuming that energy into your life, and there is certain energy that you release back to that space, and that's not healthy. So that's why you have to mind where you are at what time. Now, when you understand your value, this is what happens. You make intentional decisions about where and how you spend your time. You get that right. Secondly, set healthy boundaries and prioritize self-care. And then develop confidence and self-assurance. Cultivate meaningful relationships and connection. This is so important to people, knowing what you do with your time and where you do it. It's very much important. The energies you consume into your life have a greater impact in your life. That's why it's so important to ensure that you consume a healthy environment, you consume healthy behavior. I apologize for the noise. So now let's look at what happens when you now embrace the concept of what happens when you embrace the concept of the power of your presence in your personal growth. How does it contribute to your personal growth? Now, the contribution you will get is developing exclusivity and understanding your presence and or the value of your presence. And then now this can lead to focus on what truly matters, develop a strong sense of self, cultivate meaningful relationships, increase productivity and efficiency, live a more intentional and fulfilling life. Now imagine having to gain all of that because of one simple thing, one simple small choice that you can make to change your life. Now, by embracing this concept, now you look onto things that can really work out best, in your life. Sometimes it's so important that I know one of the concepts that really kills us is when we start mentioning things like, oh no, I've always been this way. Ah no, this is my nature. No, this is one of the things that kills us. Even if you can see that something is really toxic, but because you've always been that way, it doesn't mean now it's not time for change. As scary as change is, but we need it. Sometimes we really need to look around ourselves and be like, yeah, I've always been this way, I know, but it doesn't mean it's good to be this way. Some change will do me some good, and then you start now focusing on new things. You start, embracing new challenges. You start now being open to new opportunities. You start changing this, that about yourself. That's what self-development is about. You start thinking differently. You start, opening your brain to more challenges, to new opportunities. That's what mental development is about. That's what the channel is about. And now, in conclusion, I would like to tell you this. Remember, your time and presence are valuable resources. By being exclusive and understanding your worth, you can make the most of them and live a more purposeful life. These are the things that they're really, really worth trying out. These are the things that we really need to look into. And I believe that this video will serve the purpose it has to serve in your life. And I believe that you'll find the message behind it, and you will really consider changing this and this and that about yourself. Here we only learn about becoming better people, developing mind growth, self-development, mental development, and we speak power, of course. And now this is the end of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, to like, to comment, and to share this video, and turn on that notification bell so that you do not miss my new videos as I post. This is Intellect with Fortunate. Till I see you again on my next video.